we go. All right. We are now live and working. So let's get. I was going to say, you can see yourself on that
I
one.
can
So
see myself, which is
this one.
very scary.
Also, the lighting in here isn't particularly great.
No, well, we'll go with what we've got.
Yes, but we're in the kitchen, so it is what it is.
Right.
So, what are we doing today?
Good today. I've got my gloves on.
Yeah, cool. What's the
All
plan?
good.
What's the
The
sitch?
plan is I want to pass over, give away my little secrets on my gluten-free flatbreads.
Cool. Awesome.
So the only ingredients we're dealing with today are, and this is weeks, months, years of perfecting this. I've tried every little thing going, but this is the best, in my opinion. So the main ingredient
Lift
is
it up a little bit. There you go.
white bread flour, and that is your Dove's Farm. Is it Dove's Farm? Free from gluten-free white flour. I then like to add a little bit of buckwheat, but that's not necessary. It just gives it a little bit more colour, so it's not bleached brilliant white. And this is the secret ingredient. And I've got to show you how to spell it because it's a funny one. Civilium husk. Have we got that?
Yeah, we do.
It's brilliant. You only need one teaspoonful in quite a big batch of bread. And it's really, really good for you because it's natural fibre. You can look it up on the interweb. A little bit of gluten-free baking powder. Borwick's is a good one. And then the secret ingredient is the oat gurt, which is a Greek-style oat yogurt. It's fantastic. That keeps the bread moist. I'm just going to stop and have a swig of water.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you're going to start coughing, I do have the ability to mute it, so just tell me.
And that fly's on the door behind you now.
Is he still in here, son of a bitch?
Should we get him?
What can we... I've got little plastic cups I can try and get him with.
I think it's going to be too clever. Whoa! Told you.
No.
Anyway, he's headed towards the window.
Get out, you little shit. He's been in here this whole time.
Well, as long as he doesn't come near my bread.
No, I will bat him away.
Right, so what have we done? We need a bit of olive oil because that is the secret ingredient for my little clever little trick I'm going to show you in a minute.
There have been 3 secret ingredients.
Secret ingredients, well, there you go. This is why you need to watch this video. A little bit of salt, give it some flavour. And just in case you overdo the flour and the mix is a bit dry, I've got oat milk as well. So now I have to tell you, I do all this off the cuff. So today we're going to try and do some measurements.
Yeah.
Because not everyone wants to go off piece like I do.
No, most people don't fling stuff about in the way you do.
So here we go. Let's see what our measurements are. I reckon it's about 2.5. Yeah, 250 grams of your white bread flour. And I normally put, let's see what we take it up to. I reckon it'd be about 275. Whoops, we've gone 292. Let's take a bit out just to make it easier for you lot. Take it back to 290. So JJ, do your maths.
I don't want to.
250. Oh, we've gone under now. See, weird, isn't it? So it's 40 grams of your buckwheat if you're going to do it. What is a gram?
It
ain't that.
A lot.
No, what is it? What does a gram look like? There we go. Okay, so 250 of your white bread flour, gluten-free. And I tell you what, if you do this with normal flour, it would be amazing because I've done it before and it's obviously lovely, but we can't eat it. So there we go. 2 teaspoons of baking powder. Give it a bit of lift. heat. This is not an exact science. Let's see what it takes it up to.
Pretty much 300.
Call it, because you could call it 300 and you'd be fine. Then what you want to do, take it off the, give it a jolly good stir, and then we're going to put a teaspoon of my secret ingredient, which isn't secret anymore, because you lot are going to know about it. That is a nice rounded teaspoon of your psyllium husk. And then what that does, it gives it an elasticity which normally gluten would do, so that when you go and cut your bread, it doesn't all just fall into bits. Because even when I was buying bread flour, gluten-free bread flour, which had yeast in, and I found that wasn't doing my skin any good, it still was horrible. It just didn't make a nice toast or whatever. But that, in my opinion. Right, so there's your flour mix. Now, what we're going to do, we've got 400 grams. Are we there? 400?
So
yeah, I can see. Yeah.
You can
That
see,
way.
there you are.
400 grams of oat gurt. And I did try this with a soya yogurt, but it wasn't as nice. This is really good. You haven't got any extra flavours that you don't need being added. So that goes in.
Oh, the whole whack.
The whole whack. Because what's nice, look at that sandcastle. What's nice about this is you can freeze it. So you do a whole batch. Like last time I did it, I got 6 nice flatbreads out of it, and I make them quite thick so you can slice them through, but you'll see that. Right, and I've got my spatula.
Your what?
My spatula. One of the kids used to call it a spatula.
Okay.
Right, and I think it's going to be fairly dry, so we will be adding some oat milk, which is good because it all adds to the consistency.
Cool.
And you'll notice I've got a sheet of baking parchment underneath here, and that is going to come into play in a minute. Give it a good stir. In fact, I'm going to do it with a little spoon to start with. You're impressed, aren't you, with my dexterity? No?
I've been impressed since the baking powder, because you somehow managed to flick half of it up the kitchen counter.
Listen, it's not a problem. The thing about gluten-free flour, and anyone who's worked with it will tell you, it goes all over the place.
Okay.
I don't know why. It's free and easy. It just does it.
Right.
Right. Bit more. Now, this isn't an exact science, but this is the same with any flour. They vary. They vary in their dryness.
Yeah.
Or how much liquid they need. So anyone who bakes a lot will tell you that.
Okay, all right. So this is a me problem. Got it.
Yeah. You would hate this because it's not an exact science.
No, and but this is your forte. You don't do...
Gung-ho.
Yes.
Off-piste, whatever. Right. This is getting about there. Now, in the meantime, I'm going to take my gloves off and do something a second. What I should have told you is you need a nice non-stick pan, fairly heavy bottomed, and get it on a low heat while you're doing this bit, because it needs to be really nice and warm. When you get to the stage where you're putting the bread in there, you need to whack it up nice and high, and you will see that in a minute. So that's heating nicely now. Just stop blow-be-doze because it's the flour setting me off. That's all right.
I was going to say I can mute it. But
No, you don't need to move my nose. Okay. That's fine. Cool. Good.
That feels like it was on purpose.
Good. Normally, you wouldn't have to do that halfway through because you've thought ahead and you've got your oven on, good to go. Right, we'll leave that bit.
Yeah.
Right. So that looks about right. And it's damp enough to hold itself together nicely without being too wet and soggy. So that is the consistency we're looking for. We'll get rid of that spoon now because it's no longer required. Okay, now this is the good bit. And this is the bit I found out for myself. I haven't seen anyone else do it, but they probably have on YouTube or whatever. Get a nice splodge of olive oil in the middle of your paper, maybe a little bit more. Don't be shy with it. I'll leave the lid off.
That's asking for trouble.
No, it saves a lot of aggravation. Right. What is she doing? They're asking themselves.
Honestly, you've been very tame.
All will be revealed. Right, get a nice, this spoon's brilliant. This was an Aldi special, middle aisle. Love it. And it's just,
Oh my God.
look, it's just about the right consistency. And that little bit of oil stops it sticking to your gloves. Look, see about that. What would you say? Tennis ball?
Oh, that's...
Tennis ball in the middle. Right, fold your paper and flatten. Now, normally I would have got a knife out by now. So rather than getting muck all over my handle, let's just have
like
a
butter knife? Or...
Just a butter knife, because then if you want to be fancy, you can leave it what we call rustic. Now, do you see that thickness? If it's got goes a little bit thin, just hoist it back up again, because what you want is to be able to get a bread knife through the middle and then make it into 2 slices for when you're doing your toast or whatever.
It's like you've got a bagel.
It's a bit like a, this is a bit like a naan, really.
Okay.
And you don't have to do any of this, you can do it rustic. Right, can you do me a favour?
Yes.
And just touch round about the 8. 7, that'll do.
Yeah.
That'll do. We'll leave that heating for a second.
Yeah.
In fact, bring it up to 8, so come down slightly. That'll do,
Yeah.
because we're going to turn it back again in a minute.
Don't know why you're worried about making a mess.
Well, no, because you'll be cleaning it up. I'm not worried. I don't want people thinking I'm an idiot. Right, now look at this, look at this. This is where the skill comes in. See that?
Flick that all over me.
Now, when I was showing the kids, I had a little bit too much olive oil on and it slid on the floor.
Oh, okay.
So we've learnt from that.
Yeah.
Right, watch this. It's got to try and go in the centre of the pan.
Okay.
That's as good as we can get. I would have liked it not to get quite so close to that edge because that will take longer to get cooked. Because you have to get it just right. And sod it, I'm going to take the gloves off. My gloves are off. They're making more mess than me.
You know, yesterday I discussed having a jar with tokens for every time I was chatting shit. And I feel like I'm going to have to add several tokens.
Do you want a bucket?
Yeah.
Have a bucket.
It's going to be a bloody bucket.
Right, so nice bit of heat on there. Now I'm feeling it's not ready yet, but you'll know when it is because it'll loosen and then you're going to flip it.
A bit like pancakes.
Yeah, a bit like pancakes. In the meantime, I put a little bit more olive oil in the middle for the next batch. Okay, look at that. And then another, roughly a tennis ball. Flicky, flicky.
I was going to say, you can see all the bits going absolutely everywhere.
In the middle, you get the hang of it. You probably don't want to watch me cook all 6 of them, which probably will.
look, it doesn't have to just be that. You
No.
know, there are other discussions.
We can have the discussion about the ideal situation is to have an air fryer because you toast them in there perfectly, but they will go in a normal toaster, whereas a lot of the breads wouldn't because you couldn't get them back out. They just fall apart. But these are flexible because of the psyllium husk. See, I've gone in there a little bit early because I don't want it to turn over and be black because I'll look a right idiot. In fact, I'm going to turn that back down to 7 now.
I wouldn't worry too much. I've done worse.
So I've had enough practice. It shouldn't happen.
Yeah, but it will. These things always do.
There we go. See what I mean about it was a little caught on that edge. So if you can get it central.
Hey.
There we go.
Nice.
Perfection. And it should carry on rising. I'm going to come down and get these bits so we don't walk it everywhere.
By we, do you mean you?
No. And then we'll carry on shaping the next one.
Cool.
And in the meantime, I've got my cooling rack out ready. That one can have a little bit more of a... That's slightly smaller, but that's fine. Sometimes you don't want such a big piece of bread. They're never going to be like a normal loaf that you buy ready sliced, all perfect. Much better for you and tasty. That's what I think.
That's fine. You're allowed to think.
Now, is that looking tempting?
It looks like a naan.
It is like a naan.
Yeah.
And as I say, you can use this recipe and use normal flour and knock a load of nice fresh naans up for your kids. I've done it for the grandkids before. And they love it. It's a good standby.
When it's not on the floor, yeah.
Listen. It's impressive.
It is impressive, yes.
Right, give it a bit longer.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, I haven't eaten them like that straight away. I always slice it through and then put it in the air fryer because it just gives it a nice finish. Okay. But it's just like new bread, really. Yeah. So this is a bit like watching paint dry, but if we're doing it real time, that's what it is, isn't it?
And
give it a little bit longer.
But also that's part of the... What the fuck was that?
Just a bit of crumb. It's my kitchen. I'll throw things about.
But that's one of the fun elements of live streaming stuff versus videoing.
Yeah.
Is that you have things in real time.
Yeah.
So it's none of that highly polished like,
well,
here's what I made earlier.
Well, no, you say that, but I watched a whole painting YouTube thing which was supposed to be edited. She literally forgot to put the microphone on for about half an hour.
And so she just uploaded it.
And she's uploaded it anyway.
Oh no.
And apologised it. Well, because she's done a painting and it was fantastic. Right, I put the heat up again there. And she's amazing, but I thought, what a mistake to make her. Yeah. Why did no one tell her? Because she got people there asking questions and live streaming. Is that live streaming? Yes. She was. And no one said, oh, I think you might not have your microphone on, Elizabeth.
All right. Jeez, drop her in it.
I can't remember her surname as I would. But she's brilliant and she's American. So she won't hear me.
I don't know why you think that's how that works. I had someone who was American yesterday.
Did you?
Yeah. You know, time zones are a thing. So if I'm up early hours, then...
Yeah. Well, that's it. But I thought, oh, God, fancy, and then putting that up and not thinking that was going to be a little bit of an annoying thing. But as I say, she'd gone all through doing this fantastic rose painting. so she didn't want to waste it, did she?
No, that's fair.
But could she have not? Well, no, I don't know. She couldn't overdub it, could she?
Well, not at the time, but if she's uploading the video after
Well, she
the fact,
did,
yes,
yeah.
Yeah, she could have absolutely dubbed
Yeah.
over. So she just chose not to.
But she doesn't like talking and painting. She likes to just get into it, and I'd be the same.
Yeah.
It's different with something like this. It's just sort of
Well, I suppose because this
mundane and normal, isn't it?
Yeah, but also you're not like trying to concentrate. Really.
No, and trying to be creative. It's just a lump of bread. Albeit a lifesaver for me. Right, see how much that was a little bit better because it's slightly smaller, so it didn't hang over the edge. Lovely. So we're back at number 7 for the heat now. And don't forget, by the time you get to the last one, the pan's got really hot.
It's also not quite on the ring.
There we go, well done. Yeah, so obviously the pan gets hot. It's a bit like when you're using an iron, really. After a while, it's going to be slightly built up the heat, so you've got to be a bit careful.
Well, it is like when you're doing pancakes. The first one's always a little bit sketch.
They're never the first one's always granddad's, or used to be granddad's, because he couldn't care less, could he?
No.
He was no aficionado.
Not in anything, really.
Not with food. It just whatever. I'll have the first one.
Him and his ruddy crab paste sandwiches and all that.
Everyone to their own.
Sure. But it did make me chuckle when you'd sit down with something that you'd made and he'd be there with a slice of plain bread.
Perfectly happy, yeah, and I'd have beautiful food. Funny, isn't it?
Did make me laugh.
Right, that's sizzling away nicely. You see, if you give it, see how it moves now, so it's quite happy. Give it a little bit longer. And then you can see them building up here and cooling off.
Cool.
Give it another couple of minutes.
Nice one, no rush, no rush.
So yeah, we'll be able to work out how many. Maybe 3 slightly smaller ones.
So how many iterations of this did you go through before you got to this?
Loads and loads, because I was doing olive oil and various milks. But they were just too compacted. Whereas when you cut, when you cut through these, they look pretty much like fresh bread, and that's what they taste like. Number 2.
Did you just fish that out with your hands?
I don't know. I wasn't aware. I probably did.
You did.
No, I think I lifted it with the spatula.
No, you just got asbestos hands.
Well, state of them, it's not surprising, is it?
Hey, they're just well used.
They're hard-working hands.
They've seen a lot of nonsense.
They really have.
Mary Berry ain't got shit.
Well, I bet she hasn't laid paths.
I was wondering what you were going to say.
I bet she hasn't laid paths.
Paths, definitely paths.
She was on Gogglebox with one of the the big muscly guys. What's that?
That doesn't help me.
What's it called? They've all got fancy names. Americans, they fight. You know, I can't think what they're called. You do know, and you're doing this deliberately. What are the big muscly guys that fight and they run up the travelators and
what, gladiators?
the gladiators
Okay.
that she was on there with this big shiny gladiator.
Mind your mouth.
Oh, who'd also done
Stand slightly further that way.
Strictly.
So the camera can get you. There you go.
And you should have seen her. He took his jacket off to do some Christmas biscuits, and she was like, "Look at those muscles!" And she's going in for a feel.
Yeah.
And she has got the most beautiful eyes. She really has. And she was like, "Oh, I can't think what his name was, but it was on Gogglebox." Brilliant. She's great. She's only let me down with a couple of recipes, which I'll probably never forgive her for. But apart from that, she's pretty.
For me, it was always the icing for cakes. It was never right. The mix ratio that she had for the icing.
Ah, so
it
it's
was
not
always
So it's
too
not
dry.
just me then, is it?
What? Okay, how did she agree with you? What's your beef?
I did a really nice lemon cheese or lime cheesecake one Christmas, and I was really chuffed with it. And then there was like a lime topping, and it just ran off. I did exactly as I was told, and it just ran off the blooming. And it was never right. It didn't set. So I've never forgiven her for that. Because, you know, you want to take a showpiece. I was taking it out to Claudette's Christmas Eve thing.
Oh, okay.
And you don't want a disappointment, do you?
I feel like you're brandishing that. Yeah. The camera's not catching you because
That's
you're
right.
too far like this way.
You don't want a disappointment on Christmas Eve, do you? When everyone's relying on you.
For your lime...
Cheesecake.
Cheesecake, yep.
Right, where am I? Come on, you get me talking and I'm forgetting what I'm doing. I reckon we get 3 nice ones out of this bit now.
That's still pretty good sized lumps.
Well, they're about right, aren't they? If we're talking tennis ball. Yeah. In we go. I don't suppose you want to have a go at doing one yourself, do you? Are you tempted?
Yeah, I can try. Yeah,
come on then, just because it gives an idea of my skill set then.
Oh, what? Because I can rock up, be shit, and
well,
then you can...
Yeah, because it's very easy to stand and...
all right.
It's very easy to stand and scoff.
I'm not... That's not... I'm not...
And I want to know if my teachings come through. And you...
all I'm doing is rolling up a tennis ball and...
Well, come on then.
All right, hang on.
Let's see.
Let me wash my hands.
Yeah. Get a little bit of olive oil on, and when you've done, and you'll find that works a bit better.
I'm sure.
I know you hate the thought.
Yeah, the tactile element of it is going to bother me, but I will.
But I honestly reckon you would eat one of these if there was nothing else about.
There was
nothing else about, and there was a nice homemade vegetable soup.
If you had no other options. You have no other choice. You're on a desert island. I think you'd eat one of these. Right.
Well, there you go then. Right.
Crazy
Once
indeed.
I've slapped that one in, I'll give that a few seconds longer. And also, there is a little thing about if you're sure if it's cooked or not. They say if you can hear it sizzling away, like you have a listen.
With me earplugs in.
No, you've got good hearing.
Yeah.
Once that slows up, you know there's less moisture. But there's not a lot of moisture in these. It's not like a soggy bread. So I reckon that one's done.
Cool.
We'll slap that one.
You used the spatula that time.
I did. We'll slap this one in and then you have a go.
All right.
And if you're really good, I might let you do the last 2.
Ooh.
Right, put a tiny bit of olive oil on there and get your hand in. Well,
that feels
you're
like
hardly down a sewer, right?
No, I never.
It's just a bit of olive oil.
Jiminy Christmas, that's quite a lot.
Oh no, that'd be lovely, but be careful it doesn't slide off on you.
It's so going to.
Like the one the kids think was hilarious.
I can absolutely see that being the case.
Yeah, so half of that.
I was going to say that's maybe roughly half.
Yeah, that looks about right. Get that in there. It's a smaller one, isn't it?
It is small. I think the last 2 are going to have to be smaller.
Well, no, I don't think there's 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. There should be 2 between this.
Yeah. Between. So as in. This
what you've got will make 2. Not that bit.
That will be 1. This will be 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
1 and 1 make 2.
Yes. Okay. But it's that thing we discussed earlier.
Yeah,
the
about
whole,
explanation.
Like, being explicit.
Right. Let's have a little peep. I think you're about right. Yeah. Go on then.
I think it's roughly half.
Oh, so we've gone wrong already, haven't we?
What?
No, that's fine. Go, keep
right.
Keep going. Right, give it a slap. Give it a slap.
Because this is a small one.
Yeah, that's true.
Because that last chunk won't do. That'll only do 1.
Okay, don't make him too thin. Let's have a look. That looks maybe a little bash on that bit there. Get the paper back up. That's looking good.
Right.
That's it. Lovely. That's
fine.
fine.
It's a little one.
You made that look easy. Shit. Like a dab. Right, that's moving. See how much easier it is now because the pan is nice and hot.
Yes. Okay.
So it's hovering on 7 now, so that seems to be about right. You can get a bit of tissue for your hands if you can't bear
I
it. There we are. Look.
Okay. Yeah.
Despise is a strong word. It's a bit
do.
of olive oil.
I hate greasy, slimy hands. Always hated it.
Good.
I
Right.
will wash them properly after I flicked the thing into the pan.
Yep.
Until such a time, this will have to do.
Yep. That's good. We didn't forget anything. Salt. But that doesn't matter. Only a few twists of salt needed to go in the mixture.
Okay.
All right? This is the trouble, isn't it, when you're trying to talk and...
Well, no, because... And that's the thing. When you're used to just doing something...
Yeah. That's fine. If you want, you can put a couple of twists of salt on that, and then at least two will have a bit in them. It's not good for you anyway, is it? Who wants blood pressure?
I don't see how this is going to...
Yeah, that'd be fine. And that's another thing. You can make these into like a cinnamon fruit.
Ooh, that sounds good.
You can, yeah. In fact, if you want to do it with the last one, that's not a bad idea, is it?
Just do a
little bit of salt.
Little twist on that.
So yeah, sugar, cinnamon, and some
awesome,
dried fruit, and it makes it into a cinnamon. What do you call them? Fruit bun.
Yeah, like a
toasted tea cake with butter.
Okay.
So that is an alternative if you don't want your savoury bread. Good. This one's nearly there. Fuck it. That's hot. Like I said, the pan's a little warmer now.
You dropped the pail.
Right, there we go. That's 4.
Okay.
Right, you get him in.
Right.
And then we'll get the... You do that. Mind you, don't touch the pan because it's hot.
Yeah.
I'll get the mixed spice. There's cinnamon. Mixed spice.
I don't think that was a bad effort, actually.
I think you've done pretty damn well.
That was reasonably central-ish.
Right, I think we'll just do a few raisins and a little bit of sugar.
It's a lot of oil already. I feel like I don't need to add
No, you won't.
No.
Right, now get all the ingredients into the bottom of that pan.
Yeah, let me clean this up.
Let me have a look whether it's going to actually be a bit dry now. Yeah, I think it's okay.
I'm going to trust your judgment with this because I don't know.
I'm going to put the tiniest little bit of oat milk in there, only because we're going to be adding mixed spice, which is a powdery.
Yeah, sure. So if I were to whack some of this...
Yeah, give that a nice shake. And then a little spoonful of sugar.
How much is a nice shake?
Well, you like a nice bit of flavour, give it plenty. And again, and again, and again, and again.
Bloody hell.
That's lovely.
Okay.
Right, now, a little teaspoon of sugar.
Okay. Like a level
Just
teaspoon?
level, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't want it too sweet because it will stick to the pan. Because it changes the... That's it, yeah, shove that in.
Okay.
And then a handful of raisins. And you can do what you like. You can do mixed fruit with peel or whatever in it, which they do in the tea cakes normally. But as it's only that little bit just left to demonstrate. And I don't know if I mentioned, these freeze really well. So what I do when I'm doing a batch, I keep 1 or 2 out and then freeze the rest and get them out one at a time. And they're brilliant. So that's useful.
Okay, so if I
Now
just,
give that a good old mix up. Get all that through the centre, because obviously because the fruit have got sugar in them, they can burn in the pan. So the more sugar content, because it's the heat.
Yeah.
So you have to be aware of that. So I'm going to turn this down slightly now. So the pan's on 6.5 now for this last one.
together.
Yeah,
I
gather it
guess.
all together and give that a good old. And then we can put some extra mixed spice on it.
Oh, it's so upsetting. God,
Get over it.
Oh, it's so wet.
I reckon you'd eat half of that if we share it.
Probably, but it's the handling.
Now,
of the...
yeah, you should get some more olive oil on your hands. You'd be surprised. That's it, and then it'll all come nicely together. Don't squeeze it. That's it.
Not
Right,
throw. It's just wet.
Once you've got it all in, throw it into the middle of the thingy, and then give that a. Right.
I'm cleaning this off my hands.
That's lovely. Look at that. And then you can do the honours.
Oh no, my Fitbit.
Oh, Fitbit.
It's fine. It just got a little bit.
Let's think you ran up the fake cake factory. The fake cake factory.
What are you talking about?
Right, come on. I'm tempted to finish that now, but
no,
you
I will do it.
You've got
okay?
to.
Yes, it's you and your impatience. We know you can do it. All right.
I gave it a bit of salt.
I've already given it a little bit of
I
salt.
gave it a bit more.
Right.
Get that into a nice shape that you can cut through and butter. Not too small. Let's have a look at that.
I'll try and get it fairly even.
Yeah. Maybe tiny bit thinner.
Okay.
Just a tiny bit. That's it, that'll do it. Lovely.
Doesn't look like there's been much difference.
Yeah, tuck him in because he will burn.
Okay.
Tuck him in.
Yeah.
This is nearly good to go.
Cool.
Look at that.
That is quite the spread.
Isn't it? It's like a bakery, isn't
Once
it?
we've got them all on there, I'll bring it over. So
yeah, so you can see it, or I can bring them over.
Damn, I don't need to drop them on the bloody floor.
I won't. Good.
Okay.
Right, get yours in there.
Right.
It's going to be perfect. Careful, you've got a bit of overhang.
I refuse to have this be the one that ends up on the floor.
No, because it would be a shame.
I would be not.
Hey!
Nice.
Now, you can reuse that bit of paper.
Okay.
If you wipe it clean, but I'm not going to. Only because it's got cinnamon and that on it now, and I might forget.
Okay, that's fine.
But if you've just done a plain bread batch, just wipe it all off with a piece of kitchen roll, fold it up, and you can use it. It's not going to hurt. I wouldn't use it for weeks and weeks, like Nanny Buttons would.
Jeez.
Don't drop her in it.
I'm not sure how she's survived from.
Well, that's the very reason, because she's not fussy. She just goes, well, when you've been through a war.
Fair play to her.
Do you know what I mean?
I suppose your priorities shift a bit.
Well, of course they do. She said, I don't even remember what we used to eat. Somehow we survived. Living in the mountains. There we go. Let's put the flowers away. Come out another day.
You've managed to get through this quite quickly.
Good, isn't it? I'd be a lot quicker normally. So I wouldn't have to be talking about it. It'd be bush bash bosh.
Right.
Cooking times would be the same, but apart from that.
And actually, you've not made
too
as
much
of a mess.
I know, I'm showing off.
What,
right.
Your dexterity.
Now smell that.
I can smell it. It
Smell
smells
that.
really
It's a
good.
shame you haven't got a smell-o-vision.
One day.
Look. Here we go. Oh, so you've got to watch it because it darkens up more because of the sugars. But doesn't that smell like a tea cake?
Good, yeah.
I think we were going to have to celebrate with that in a minute.
Well, you can then prove the whole toasting.
Yes, that's true.
You know,
Let's clean that off. Let's. Where did that come from?
You know, there's a twisted irony to this.
Yeah.
Because I was literally about to say that you managed to get through this without
Without
any drama,
dropping
and
anything.
I was really surprised.
Yeah, I was showing off, like I said.
Yeah.
There we go.
Something had to happen.
Right,
That's
you keep
fine.
an eye on him, talking
Okay.
about drama.
Okay.
We don't want to lose this baby.
No, that one smells really good.
God, it does. I'll wipe this off.
Yep.
I'm not going to leave it.
Okay. It's fine. I wasn't judging. Not for that.
That one's cleaning. Let's put my fruit away. My raisins.
Mind your raisins.
Put my raisins away. They don't need to get involved. Right. Okay, let's get some fresh water. Oh,
In the meantime, I'll
show those off. Show off the spoils. And all I do is I get a nice tie-up freezer bag, pop those in the freezer, bring them out one at a time, and they're lovely. That smell good? Can you hear it?
good. Well, not over the.
Give it a little bit longer, I feel. A lot of it's intuition over the years. Or is that, what's the word for that?
Experience.
That's the one.
Intuition counts, I think.
The two together.
I think you're allowed to have both. I mean, it looks pretty.
Well, considering we're going to give it a little bit longer, because if you slice through while it's still hot, it gets a bit claggy.
Okay.
So we'll give it a little bit longer. And then we'll give that a tester. And it'll be like on the old Good Morning programmes, wouldn't it? Ooh, here's one I made earlier. Philip. Phil and Holly.
Yeah.
Those were the days.
I hate daytime TV.
So does he now. He probably can't bear to watch. Oh, it's a shame, isn't it? How the mighty fall.
All right. Yeah.
Oh. Anyway, let's not taint our lovely cooking with sleeves. Luckily, you do have a editing process to go through.
Well, you say that. I don't have to.
Oh,
I can.
right.
As it is.
Okay. Let's not chit chat. Right.
But you said to leave it in, so I tried.
Yeah. No, I think now is the time.
Okay.
There we go.
Cool.
Give this a little.
So,
Ooh.
that is a noise.
Right, I'm going to let it cool off a bit before we slice it through.
Yeah. Can I see the underneath? Okay.
Should be good.
It to be charcoal, but
No, it should be
doesn't
good.
seem to, so.
Caught it in time. Right, look after your trusty pan, because that is an important bit of kit for this process. So I haven't worked out costings or anything like that. All I know is that can't be too bad, can it? And there's nothing nasty in there. As I say, if you look up the psyllium husk, it's very, very good for your gut health. It's a natural plant fibre, apparently. If you use too much, it gets a bit of a mushroomy taste to it.
Yes. Yeah, no, I'd noticed that before in some scones.
Yes.
It was very...
I've never really perfected a good scone.
Scone.
You say
I say scone.
You say scone.
I say scone.
I say scone.
Okay.
Or scone. But, yeah, they go a bit crumbly.
But it's the mushroomy thing.
Just... Maybe I need to try them with that yogurt now.
Yeah.
That'd do it. Because that's been the... Right, well, there's my next installment. Installment or experiment. You see... Why waste two words when you can do it in one? That's all I'm thinking.
You're just efficient.
I'm getting old. I've got time to piss about with two words when one will do. Right, yeah, no, that's a good idea.
Okay.
Because I do like a scone.
All right. Well, so is it scone or scomin?
Well, it can be either, mate. No one's judging.
Not for that.
Yeah, good. Good. So,
Cool.
okay, so, should we have a picture? Should we have a picture of them?
They're about in frame. If you move them that way slightly, there you go.
Go.
You can see. Cool.
Proud moment.
Yeah.
Now, what I could do is show you what happens if you cut that too soon.
Don't ruin them for the sake of demo.
Fair enough then.
If you know that that's...
Yeah, we're going to let it cool a bit longer.
Yeah.
And then that will be the moment of truth.
Cool.
So I don't know if you've got any little anecdotes you want to discuss while we're waiting. Maybe not.
Probably not.
No. Okay.
We can just fill the time by chatting shit.
Yeah,
That's what I usually do.
Well, that's what I was trying to say.
Just flung water everywhere.
That's what I was trying to say. Another little tip: don't wipe the top too soon where it's been hot, because it makes the thingy go weird.
Words to live by.
Makes the hot plate mark.
Yeah, I know what you were going
Well
for,
then,
but
so does everyone else, because you bet your life they've all done it. There we go, that'll do for a minute. Put that away. Good. Look at that. It's like we've never been here.
Other than the splatter up the wall over there.
Yeah, okay. Well, you look into that.
Oh, right, okay.
You look into that one. Well, I recycle my yoghurt pot like a good citizen. You see them do that in the pub with the glasses. That's what they do.
No.
Yeah, pub glass cleaners. Look, that's what they do.
I've just cleaned this mess.
Well, you'll be good at doing it again then, won't you? Right, there we go. Woo! Who's that rain they promised? Is it coming?
It's been raining intermittently.
Oh, it has. Still no sign of Grandad's fishes.
No.
Bromhead and chard. Bromhead and
What?
chard.
Chard, okay.
Andrew wanted to call one of them Hook, but it's a little bit harsh, isn't it? Fish hook.
Oh, okay, right.
Bit harsh.
I see.
And I could see where he was going.
Yeah. No, I understand the
Premise.
Yes. That one.
Good. Right, we'll get the air fryer fired up.
Cool.
Good to go. So a nice hot heat it's going to be on. We'll shift those aside.
I was going to say, are you going to...
We'll have a little peep. It is what it is at this point.
It's the impatience getting the better.
Yep, and the hunger. The smell of them, it's too much.
They do smell good. They do smell good.
Right, so this is our little experimental one. So that's blinding me. The glare. So what you do, carefully cut your way through.
That's not too bad.
Look at that. No, it would
Definitely
be better.
should have been left. For
Yeah, because it's still steaming. But if you left it till it was cold.
Well, before you put them anywhere, I'll hold it up to the camera so there's
Let's tidy
an
him
understanding.
up. Tidy him up a bit.
Good. I would not worry that much. See.
That's
how,
before it's toasted.
And it's still pretty bread-like.
It is. It definitely works, and I think that is a good idea. So we might be coming back with a recipe for scones.
Well,
that
yes.
works.
I think that would be a fun one to document.
That'd be amazing.
So
that'd be amazing if it works, because I miss a scone. Right, so pop them in your bread fryer, not your fire. Right. What's it on now? It's on 200. Let's see. It probably hasn't got much left to go. Oh. Right. Let's Right, start again. So we're going to go 195. It probably only takes about 10 minutes, but I put it on 15.
Oh, okay.
Probably not even that long. We'll have a peep. This is an experiment, as it's a new recipe for the fruit ones. I haven't done those since I did the yoghurt.
Oh, okay. I was going to say.
I used to, but they were all right. But I reckon this will be even better. So we get a couple of plates in anticipation.
Again, it's the impatience that cracks me up.
And the hunger. It's 11:30.
It is 11:30, you're right, and we do get up early.
We did have our picnic at just after 9, didn't we? Because it was...
It must have been slightly later than that.
Yeah. But not much later.
Not much, I suppose.
Good.
We're early bonuses.
Yeah.
Cool.
Good. Wow.
I'm going to have the noise of the kettle to...
That's all right. It's all real life, isn't it?
Yes.
Real life in the kitchen. Right, I'm going to grab the butter.
Not as chaotic as I'd expect.
Well, there you go. We'll see what we can do when the scones take. Oh, now, look, that's a bit of a messy batter, isn't it?
Oh, who cares? You think that's a mess? I've seen some diabolical.
Now, are you going to just stick with the batter on yours, or are you going to go strawberry? Yeah, no,
makes sense.
No, not with the spices.
No,
I think on a scone. Oh, I'm definitely quite keen to try that another day then.
Yeah. Well, just tell me when.
Yeah.
Because it's a good thing.
Because I think that could be the answer to my prayers. It sounds drastic. When you're hungry, you're hungry.
A little bit dramatic.
Well,
yeah.
not really. Because the thing is, I need to eat. And it's hard, isn't it?
Well, because you've got all sorts of intolerances.
Oh, I definitely think there's a room for someone that does. I sit there eating that sandwich yesterday and I thought, there's so many people that would think, oh my God, this is amazing. Because honestly, if you can't find decent bread, when you've got your issues, it's horrible. And pastry, that's another one. I've got a really good pastry recipe, but you don't.
Hard.
But you don't, and it's the same principle with the baking parchment. I roll it between 2 bits of baking parchment. Drop the first one into like your quiche dish or whatever, and then Bob's your uncle. You can sort of restyle it, but it's completely different to normal pastry.
Oh yeah, no, it will.
Yeah. Right, do you want to have a peep at see how they're doing?
Sure.
See if there's any colour yet. They're probably just drying out at the minute.
Yeah, no, they're still still thinking about it. Smells good though.
Good. Bring that in now because I don't want a cat getting it.
Oh yeah, true.
Naughty cat or fox. Yeah, Rufus and I were having the discussion about the cashmere and I can't remember what it's called now. Remember my name. You don't know.
Perfect Strangers.
Perfect Strangers.
Yeah.
He can see it.
Yes.
And Angie does it as well. You hit a certain note and you go to another.
Yeah. And
so every probably everybody does it.
Yes, and there are loads of songs that you
Like
do that
little,
for.
yeah, because there's only so many notes.
Yes, and there are so many very similar chord progressions. I do it all the time.
Yeah,
So I get it, but also I'm able to make the distinction between the songs.
yeah. Cool.
which-
I thought you'd be straining at the leash the other night if you heard. We put on one of those competition things, you know, like a quiz.
Oh, jeez, no.
The 80s. Did you hear it?
No, I didn't. That would have been lethal for me.
It was brilliant.
That would have been lethal.
Yeah. I thought,
I can't
he's up
help
there
it.
going,
No, I was. If it was in the evening, I'd have been out.
yeah, it wasn't that late, but I thought you'd better hear it. But there's a lot of obscure ones, but Andrew seemed to know most.
Yeah.
And Ava, funny enough. I think I'd really like to go and see her in We Will Rock You. She's got the guitar lead.
Yeah, well, when.
Shall we see if we can get over there by taxi or something? I'll
Yeah,
find
well,
out details.
Yeah.
Because her drama teacher absolutely loves her and he wants her to walk up through the whole thing playing.
Cool.
And
Cool. Very cool.
brilliant.
We are music fiends.
Yeah, well, I just think as she's got the main part and she's worked so hard, he's determined to showcase her for her parents because he knows, how much work she's done.
Sure. Well, we'll look into it.
Yeah.
If they're over later today anyway.
We'll find out.
Yeah.
They're almost there, but they need a bit longer.
Yeah.
So we won't toast the bottoms because they won't need it.
Yeah, that's fine.
They can say.
Mind,
See, it just shows how much I do that. Quite often. Ooh.
It does come. A spider on you.
Yeah. A tarantula. Right.
If you're not used to it, then.
Right, are you going to get yourself a drink or are you just going to
I've got my water. I'm alright, I've got my bottle. I'm boring. But then I'll also get, like, actual lunch in a second anyway.
Yeah.
Probably just have a bagel.
Okay.
I'm not particularly hungry.
No, we might need to grab one.
Yeah. I'll think about it.
Yeah. Fair enough. I shall let some bread cool down and do myself a sandwich.
Cool. That's only just been about an hour, so.
Was that an hour? Blimey.
Yeah. Because I can hear how long this has been running for.
See, mostly it's just people staring at plates and things, isn't it?
Yes. Well, and that's the limitation of the setup that I've got.
Yeah.
If I had more cameras and better stands, I could move things around. But I've got a dodgy camera that has to stay put or it disconnects.
Right, let's test these. Ooh, that looks good.
Actually does, yeah.
Right, you butter yours then.
Okay, because I'll only have a tiny bit.
Oh, okay.
Of butter, I mean.
Oh, tiny bit of butter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you grab your.
I shall have a load of butter.
Right.
Yeah, that's probably not enough. It's got to be dripping.
What? No. Oh my God, no.
Look at it.
Jesus. No. Under no circumstances.
It should melt nicely because it's hot. Look at that. You gotta.
No, it's just a tiny bit to take the edge off and be on. Jesus, you look like a swimming pool.
Right.
That is the difference between these two is hilarious. There's your swamp.
Beautiful.
There's mine. That is hilarious.
Well, we all know which one's going to taste good.
I don't think it's a matter of that.
And who eats a tea cake with a knife and fork?
Wow. Call me out like that.
Oh, yum, yum.
Okay,
that's real. That's real. There you go.
That is very nice. I'm surprised.
And I'm not being funny, but that's so much better for your stomach with the gluten-free flour.
That is good.
There you go.
I was expecting it to not be.
Well, it is. but no crumbling problems like
No,
you would with a
no.
gluten-free flour.
Mm,
It's a winner, isn't it?
it actually is. Yeah,
Mmm.
that's very nice.
Mm. Good.
Yeah, success, really.
Am I allowed to sit down with mine
Yeah,
and enjoy it?
yeah, go for it.
Over and out.
I've got to take the mic off you though.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I thank you.
You're so welcome. It would have been funny if I'd left it on you though.
It would.
Start talking all sorts of shit.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh.
Lethal. Leave her mic up. Christ. Catch her on the hot mic. Yeah.
Right, let's see if Starmer's pissed off yet. Oh, he's looking grey.
It's already got political. Alright, well. That's that. Try this, I guess. It's actually really nice. I wouldn't continue consuming it if I didn't think it was good, so. No.
Good, isn't it?
Hmm. Anyways, I reckon we call it here. Full disclosure, I probably won't be back later because I have lots of other things that I need to contend with today that got dropped on me yesterday afternoon. But I'm glad I managed to do this. This was fun. I say I like I did any of it, but yeah, this was a good giggle. So try this out at home. Let me know what you think, and I will return at some point with more stuff. Maybe it'll be scones next time. And yeah, gonna call it there. Have some lunch and catch the rest of you in a bit. Laters.